Chapter 43, the Ascension of Mary. The streets of Jerusalem lay silent beneath the evening sky, the last traces of daylight fading into the deepening dusk. Then, one by one, tiny lights began to glow, flickering from the windows of humble homes like distant stars. In one small dwelling, a mother cradled her fevered child, her face shadowed with worry. Beside her, a young boy clutched a candle, its flame trembling in the cool night air. With quiet determination, they stepped outside, the warm glow of the candle casting their forms in soft light. They were not alone. From the doorways and alleyways, others emerged, some crippled, some blind, each carrying a fragile flame, their flickering lights weaving through the darkness like fireflies. Their silent procession grew, a river of quiet faith flowing through the ancient streets, their soft footsteps whispering against the cobblestones. Though they walked in suffering, they walked in hope, their candles a prayer, their journey a testament to the faith that carried them forward. In another house, a woman tugged at her husband's arm, urging him to join the growing crowd. He resisted, his face clouded with doubt. "Why should I go? What good will it do?" he muttered. But his wife's determination was unwavering. "Please," she pleaded, "just come with me." Reluctantly, he followed, his steps heavy with skepticism. The streets filled with people, their candles casting a warm golden light. A soft hum of a hymn rose into the night, a gentle melody that seemed to carry their prayers heavenward. The procession grew, winding its way toward the house of Mary. When they arrived, the apostles emerged, carrying her body with reverence. They began their solemn journey to the valley of Josaphat, the crowd following in quiet devotion. As they passed through the city, miracles unfolded. The sick were healed, the blind regained their sight, the afflicted found peace. Hospitals and prisons seemed to tremble with divine energy as bodies, minds, and spirits were made whole. The air was thick with awe and gratitude, a testament to the power of faith. At the tomb in Jehoshaphat, Peter and John gently laid Mary's body to rest. Angels, unseen by most, assisted the grieving apostles, their presence a comfort in the midst of sorrow. The crowd slowly dispersed, leaving the apostles alone with their thoughts. Peter turned to John, his voice heavy with emotion. "Let us stay with her a while. I cannot yet bear to be absent from her." John nodded, his eyes glistening with tears. "A friend and counselor, no greater have I known than of her own son. Her smile is etched in my heart. Her gentle touch on my hand will not be lifted away." The apostles wept openly, their grief profound. For 3 days they remained at the tomb, refusing food and drink, their hearts too heavy to think of sustenance. On the early morning of the 3rd day, something extraordinary happened. A few of the men were asleep, but John, Peter, and Luke were startled to their feet as the sky above them seemed to split open. Swirling clouds descended, and a voice deep, resonant, and unmistakably divine spoke. It was Christ. "My mother was conceived without sin, so that from her virginal womb I might clothe myself in humanity. She cooperated with me in the works of the redemption. Hence, I must raise her just as I rose from the dead at the same time and hour. for I wish to make her like me in all things." The clouds reached the tomb, penetrating the stone. A magnificent light burst forth, illuminating the night. The apostles fell to their knees, their faces filled with awe. From within the tomb emerged the Blessed Virgin Mary, radiant and glorious, holding the hand of Christ, their bodies radiating light, a brilliance that seemed to touch every corner of the earth. Together they ascended into the sky, and the voice of God the Father echoed through the heavens. "Ascend higher, my beloved, ascend and return to me." The apostles watched, their hearts swelling with a mixture of joy and sorrow, as Christ escorted his mother to her throne in heaven. There he placed a crown upon her head, a crown of unmatched splendor, its gems and points radiating beams of lights. Jesus spoke, his voice filled with love and authority. "To my true and natural mother belong all the creatures which were created and redeemed by me. And of all things over which I am king, she too shall be the legitimate and supreme queen for all eternity." God's voice resonated once more. "My beloved, our kingdom is thine. Let thy peace reign." The heavens erupted with music, a symphony that filled the universe. From the earth, the view of the heavens was breathtaking, a reminder of the divine love that had touched their lives. The Blessed Virgin Mary, Queen Mother of all, our Queen of Peace, died in August 54 AD in the year of our Lord. Her death did not, nor will it ever, end her love for her children on earth. She will visit us in times of need, protecting us as only a mother can. She will continue to gather souls for her Lord. She will be our greatest warrior in battle with Lucifer. For in the final century of the first 1,000 years, he will return to earth one last time to gather souls. He chose this time, knowing that humankind would be mentally and technically advanced, yet full of self-love. He will return, but unbeknownst to him, so too will the one more powerful than he will be gathering souls. The one chosen from her inception to crush the head of the serpent, the one known as Mary. Blessed is her name.